Hello everyone, welcome to Mate with Cryptos. So for those of you who don't know, mate is this amazing, wonderful, very bitter Argentinian green tea. I love it, I drink it every day. So, in this new series, my objective is to sit down with you, have a nice cup of mate, and just talk everything crypto. You know, with my friend, we started this project. It's called Art Forever, and the idea is to create a crypto-centric, crypto-focused art studio. We're gonna build it from scratch. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Everybody's welcome to join us. And yeah, we also want to use this space to learn as much as we can and share what we're learning with you. Hopefully this will be useful, and we can both learn and interact, and it'll be fun. So first, I think it's good to establish the most basic concepts in this space, right? I feel like a lot of the information out there has a high entry level, so you need to know a lot to understand what people are talking about. So I thought it was good for the first videos to just go as basic as we can and explain the simplest things in the simplest way possible. So for the first video, we're gonna answer the question: what are cryptos? What is a cryptographic currency? And of course, in order to answer this, first we need to say or to explain what is cryptography, right? Crypto is a short for cryptography. Now, cryptography is a science that has thousands of years of history, and it basically came about once people figured out how to write down knowledge. That's when society started developing much faster, because for the first time in history, people could write stuff down, and their knowledge would live on after they were dead. And that was a huge change for humanity. Now, once people started writing down stuff, there was a need to develop codes or some sort of system where you could ensure that only the people that you wanted could read what you were writing. So, for example, you would create some sort of code, and then you would tell your friends your code, and if you try to read what I was writing but you didn't have the code, it will all look like gibberish. It wouldn't make any sense. But if you knew what the code was, you can reverse engineer it and you can understand the information, right? That is at its most basic. Cryptography is just a way to do that. How do I protect information so that only the people that know the code has access to it? Once we develop computers, and especially the internet, cryptography became extremely important. Every time you create an account anywhere, you have to put your password, and you have to put your security questions and all this stuff. Nowadays we have the apps that you can do like a 2-factor authorization codes, or maybe you create an account and they send you a message to your phone. So all that is cryptography. All that is a way of creating code to ensure that only the people that you want to have access to that information do so, and the people that you don't want to have access, they can't access it. Now, that is cryptography applied to computers, the internet, cyberspace, all that la-di-da. And in comes Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the first cryptocurrency that actually worked. The cryptocurrencies were theoretical for a long time. People have been working on them, but they could never make it work until Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the first one that actually worked. And basically, it's just that. It's creating a code to secure your wallet. And your wallet, the only thing that it has is numbers. It's just information. So that's it. Very basic. Is a series of codes that protects your information, and it is a very simple code. It's only random words. When you create a Bitcoin wallet, you get either 12 or 24 random words, and only the people with those words have access to your Bitcoin wallet. And it turns out that is very simple, but it's an extremely effective way of protecting your information. So far, a Bitcoin wallet has not been successfully hacked. The only time that people have had access to someone else's accounts was when they got a hold of the passwords, because they were keeping them, maybe they had them in their email and their email got hacked. So the actual Bitcoin code never got hacked. The only time that people were able to get into someone else's funds was due to human error, or people just not keeping their passwords hidden well enough. And that's pretty much what a cryptocurrency is information protected by cryptography. Very simple. Now, the revolutionary thing is that Bitcoin, as a medium of exchange, as an economic network, functions completely independent. You don't need banks to use it. You don't need anything. It works by itself. It's a piece of code. There is no CEO of Bitcoin. It's not like a bank that they're open from 9 to 5 and not on weekends. Bitcoin works 24/7 by itself. It doesn't need anything. And because it lives in the internet, there's no borders. So it takes the same amount of time and energy to send my Bitcoins to my neighbor than it does to send it back to my family in Argentina. That is revolutionary, and that's why I'm so excited. And I wanted to create this video series and our art studio. We wanted to be very crypto, Bitcoin focus centric, because we believe this is gonna change everything. And in further videos, we're gonna go further down the rabbit hole, because this is just the most basic way of explaining what's happening. But later I'll show you why and how. It's like an onion. Once you start unraveling it, there's just more in it, and it just keeps going. And yeah, it's fascinating, and I cannot wait till we get more in depth. But yeah, for you to understand, a cryptographic currency is information, which money is just information, it's just numbers. So that information is protected by a series of passwords, which is the science of cryptography that we've been studying for thousands of years. Basic. That's it. So follow us on the next Mate with Crypto, and follow Art Forever, and hopefully we'll get to build the studio, and we're gonna do it all publicly, and we're gonna share as much as we can in every single step of the way. So should be interesting. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Have fun, enjoy, and goodbye.